Let's go!
Good afternoon, I'm Robin Banks, and welcome back to Japan and the 5th round of the British Heart Foundation Porsche 911 Meisterschaft from Tokyo and a rather wet East Outer Loop. As we raced, we are raising awareness for this wonderful charity. If you can donate anything at all by the way of fundraising, buying retail, or simply giving unwanted items for sale, then please do so. I can assure you, you are helping to save someone's life. The East Outer Loop is a high-speed technical circuit that has also hosted the Podium Series Cup. The track is a legend to many of our racing drivers for having one of the most challenging first sectors in the world. The Yupong Corner, also known as the Widowmaker, is the training ground for many marshals who come from all over the world to perfect their spatula scraping technique. The track consists of a total length of just under 4.5 miles, with 7 corners and the longest straight of 1.8 miles. The Team Championship, which enables drivers to join forces using the same title sponsor while sharing essential setup data, is proving to be very exciting in itself. All the drivers are using identical Porsche 911 RSRs for this championship, putting pressure on the team's ability to get a great setup and the driver's skill to deliver the results. With 4 rounds already over and 3 different victors, as Carlos Punterino has taken his second win, this competition is pushing our teams and drivers to their absolute limit. As RICO MORTIS maintains his championship lead, closely followed by Carlos and Brian Messiah, will one of them become our champion, or with 3 rounds still remaining, will there be a rise to glory by another driver with the guts and determination to succeed? So, after an action-packed qualifying session which was incredibly close, our grid lineup today is: in first place, Scott MILANO; in second place, Brian Messiah; in third place, RICO MORTIS; in fourth, Alex Anders; in fifth, Carlos Punterino; in sixth, Halen Van Eddy; in seventh, Greg Rocket; in eighth place, Simon Bouquet; in ninth, Frank Hansen; in 10th, T-Bone McKinley; in 11th, our new wildcard, Philly DELPHIA, and Gooders, our other wildcard, rounding out the grid in 12th. So let's go take a look at the lap focus with our ex-race driver and technical guru, Dave Unshaw, on an extremely wet and slippery track. How's it going, Dave?
Many thanks, Robin. I'm fully stocked on tear-off underpants, and this is an extremely wet track. Hopefully I won't run out. So here we go with lap focus. Flying down the Elevator Straight, building speed all the way up to 180 miles per hour, 6th gear. This is where the drivers will use most of their slipstream skills. They'll tuck in behind the driver in front, saving fuel, and then get ready to pop out when they get up to maximum speed, which will be a lot quicker than the car in front. So here we go into the Yupong corner, down to 3rd gear, 70 miles per hour, very, very slippery. Watch out for the white lines. They have a hell of an impact on the car. Into the dark corner, 70 mile an hour again, 3rd gear, and then building speed, heading towards the flush. You can get quite a bit of grip around here, it's quite surprising. Just watch out for the white lines. When you're following a car, there will be a lot of spray, so it will be really difficult. Heading down towards the clenched chicane, down to 4th gear, 90 mile an hour. Oh, bloody hell. Here we go. Out of the clenched chicane and down towards the S's. That's another ding, Robin. This car's going to be wrecked by the time I'm finished with it. Here we go into the left-hander, then up the hill. Very quick piece of track. Down to 3rd gear. Through the right-hander. Careful not to touch the wall. Around the left-hander. Be very careful on exit. As you touch the floor here on the dip, you can spin the car. Flying down towards the nutsack. Up to 165 mile an hour before banging down through the box all the way to 1st gear. 35 mile an hour. Taking a nice tight line into the nutsack. Don't get on the throttle too early. You can spin. Traction control really does help here. Then and firing down towards the finish line. All the way up to 165 mile an hour. Awesome stuff, Robin. Hopefully everybody will go home in one piece.
Many thanks, Dave, and bring that car back in one piece yourself. I know some of the drivers refused to go out on track when they saw the marshals with their buckets and spatulas. So we're almost there, folks. The boys are lining up on the grid for the 5th round of the Porsche 911 Meisterschaft from Tokyo. Gonna be a hell of a race. On board with Carlos Punterino, ready for liftoff. Here we go. Waiting for the green light. We're off. Everybody gets off to a clean start. Brian Messiah seems to be nudging RICO. For some reason, little bit of tickle there going on. Carlos gets a hell of a drive up behind Alexander's. How the hell they can see where they're going, I don't know. Look at the spray. Heading into the U-Bomb corner. Everybody taking it steady, hopefully. Not like last time with the Podium Series Cup. That was a massive pile-up. Everybody's getting through fairly clean. No hiccups. Amazing stuff considering how slippery the track is. Carlos bumps the wall. Don't hit it too hard, you get a penalty. Heading down towards the thrush. Coming out of Dot Corner. They are really flying. Scott Milano breaking away at the front straight away. He's not wasting any time. Brian Messiah desperately trying to cling on to the back of him. You don't want to push too hard. Don't forget tires are cold. It's very slippery. Brian and Scott breaking away from the pack straight away. Through the S's like a scalded cat. Greg Rocket in P5. Good start for Greg. Let's hope he can hold that position. He's got Carlos Punterino for company and Halen Van Eddy. RICO and Alex are almost touching going round the S's. Very, very wet track. T-Bone McKinley and Gooders at the back. Simon Bouquet and Frank Handsome. Everybody coming down towards the nutsack. Let's have a clean getaway, folks. Oh, Gooders hit straight into the side of T-Bone McKinley and spins him out. Even Gooders is having a spin as well. No, that wasn't intentional, that's just an accident. It's very, very slippery to start with, especially first lap. T-Bone got away. Such a shame. Brian Messiah going through the tunnel. Desperately trying to keep up with Scott Milano, who set an absolute blistering lap in qualifying. Out into the rain. Here we go. Gets very slippery. Scott is on another level by the look of it. Doing the same thing he did at the Nürburgring. Clear off into the distance. Brian Messiah in second place. Trying to keep it together. Back with RICO in P5, right up behind Greg Rocket. They got Carlos Punterino for company. Alexander's, he's breaking away. Greg desperately trying to hold off RICO. Down towards the clinch chicane through the flush. RICO backs off a little bit. Good idea through here. RICO's losing a bit of grip, sliding around. That's enabled Carlos to get up the back of him and Greg to get away. Insane stuff. Halen Van Eddy's almost on the back of Carlos too. Around the left-hander, up the hill, through the S's. Frank Handsome back in 8th place. Hopefully he can hold it together. Difficult stuff this is. Around the left-hander and down towards the nutsack. Let's hope Frank can get some good results this round. Hammering down towards the nutsack with Greg Rocket. He's in position 6 at the moment. Goes up the inside of Carlos Punterino, but goes a little bit wide. Can Carlos get the exit? No, he doesn't. Halen Van Edding does well out of that. Although he's hanging back, so maybe he caused the accident. Not quite sure what happened there. Racing incident. Carlos Punterino gets one hell of a drive out of the nutsack. Shooting down through the tunnel. Greg Rockets tucks straight back into his slipstream. Back with Frank Handsome. He's got Simon Bouquet for company. Greg Rocket goes on the inside of Carlos Punterino. Into the U-Palm corner. Gets a good overtake. Can he make it stick? Goes a little bit wide. Carlos is trying to get up the inside. Can Greg hold him off? Greg goes wide. Carlos slips in front coming out of the dump. Shooting down towards the flush. Very, very fast section. Great fun down through here. You have to peel your fingernails out of the steering wheel. On board with Frank Handsome, chasing Halen Van Edding through the clinch chicane. Heading down towards the extremely fast right-hander to the start of the S's. Car sliding around all over the place. Come on, Frank. Back with Greg Rocket and Halen Van Edding. Chasing Carlos Punterino. Carlos getting a little bit out of shape, so's Greg. That's a real nasty corner. There's like a drop in the track. And if you hit that wrong with the throttle on, it can send you into a bit of a wiggle. Into the nutsack. Getting a good exit out of here is absolutely paramount. To slingshot you down the Elva Straight. T-Bird McKinley in 10th place. T-Bird struggling a bit in the wet. Not easy by any stretch of the imagination. Back with Scott MILANO in first. Brian Messiah in second place behind. Scott's pulling one hell of a gap. Back with Carlos Punterino in fifth. Greg Rocket trying to make up some ground. Back down through the flush again towards the clinch chicane. Frank Handsome and Halen Van Edding not far behind with Simon Bouquet. Halen sliding around a bit, so's Frank. Slippery stuff. Hope you've got plenty of tear-off underpants in stock. Watching Gooders go through the clinch chicane. He's in 10th place. Timo McKinley in 11th behind. Trying to make anything they can out of this round. Hell of a lot of spray. Can hardly see where you're going when you're up behind a lot of cars. Coming out of the nutsack. Halen Van Edding, 7th place. On board with Carlos Punterino, chasing RICO in 4th. Using that slipstream. Look how he's catching up on him. Like he's been shot out of a rifle. Straight past RICO. Left RICO for dust. Hopefully he can get it stopped. Going into U-Pog. Hold it, Carlos. Hold it. Whoop. He's gone. Great stuff from Carlos. He managed to save that. Could have been even worse. RICO goes back into 4th. Carlos got all that work to do again. Looks like there's a big gap back to 6th. Looks like he's actually catching RICO. Carlos did an amazing job last time out in Spa. Did exactly what Scott Milano's doing now, clearing off into the distance. This has got to be one of the most difficult rounds we have done so far. The guys wanted to go ahead. Despite the weather, brave stuff. RICO getting out of shape, so's Carlos. That's a hell of a corner to come out of it on the throttle. Alexanders goes past, doing a great job in 3rd place. Carlos is right up behind RICO now. Look out, RICO. Here comes Carlos. Back with Frank Handsome and Greg Rocket running in 7th and 8th place. Quite a good result if they can get this, bring this home. Simon Bouquet not too far behind. Brian Messiah's really putting the hammer down. Maybe Scott had a moment, but he's definitely caught him up. Fine O'Brien, he'll be trying to get past Scott and get into 1st place. He won't waste any time. Looks like he's sliding, he is. What a shame. Oh my word. That's not good. That's 3rd. 4th. That puts him back into 5th place. Hell of a lot of work to do now. Easy done. Those white lines are atrocious. Carlos Punterino chasing RICO. Still chasing RICO. They'll have Brian Messiah for company as well, too. Won't be long before he's banging on the back door. He's not far behind. Keeping a nice flow through the S's. Brian desperately not letting this turn into a bad result. Won't be long before he's on the back of Carlos. Looks like he's dragging somebody with him too. RICO desperately trying to find some grip in and out of the nutsack. Here the traction control kick in. Very easy to get out of shape coming out of there. RICO's in 3rd place at the moment. Taking a look at Philadelphia, our wild card. Trying to get to grips with the Porsche. Not the best track in the world and conditions to do that, but seems to be doing okay. I know Fabio did him a nice livery. The more laps and practice you can put in, the better. Back with Carlos Punterino. He knows if he can get in front of RICO, that puts him in 3rd. And if he can just hold that position, that'll be a good result. He has to beat RICO in this round. RICO's 13 points in the lead, so any points would be gratefully accepted. Carlos tries to go up the inside of RICO. RICO holds his nerve, going through the flush, stays around the outside, takes the fast line. Doesn't let off. Very brave. Into the clenched chicane. Carlos clips the wall. That gives him a penalty. You hit it too hard, you get a penalty. If you just touch it, that's not a problem. That set Carlos back a little bit. Also knocks your confidence a little bit too. Through the last part of the S's. Carlos going sideways through that horrible left-hander. Desperately trying to stick with RICO. Back with Alexander's in second place. Doing a fantastic job is Alex. He'll love this. Hope he can get a good result. He deserves a podium. Hasn't really had chance to show his true form, but I think he likes the wet, that's for sure. Got a hell of a pace down the Oliver Straight. RICO trying to hang on to the back of him, but he's too far away to get in the slipstream. Looks like he's coming back into the atmosphere with all that spray. Great job. Just keep your nerve, keep your focus, Alex. You can do this. Back with Brian Messiah. He must be kicking himself. Clip the barrier again there and hit the wall on the other side. Maybe pushing a bit too hard. That opened up a bit of a gap to Carlos again. He was doing quite well catching him up. Down towards the flush. On board with Greg Rocket in 6th place. You can see how wet it is on the windscreen. Down the flush and towards the clinch chicane. Doing a good job. Scott MILANO comes out of nowhere. Frank Handsome goes past. My word, never saw that coming. Simon Bouquet goes past as well. Greg will be a little bit cross with that. Carlos Punterino down towards the nutsack. Sparks flying off his car as he scrapes the wall. You can't get any wider than that, Carlos. Very difficult to get a good run out of there without getting out of shape. Tear bottoming into the tunnel. Looks like they're going in the pits. So we're at the halfway point in the race, folks, so let's go down to pit lane and have a quick word with our ex-race driver and technical guru, Dave Odshaw. How's it going, Dave?
Many thanks, Robin. I'm down here in pit lane talking to Crispin Fry's wife, Shallow, to see if there has been any pillow talk about this new format she could share with us. Bear in mind, this is costing me a few quid. Being a fashion model and ex-porn star, I'm sure she could retrieve some information. Hello, Shallow. Very nice to meet you. I know this is a big ask, but is there any info you could tell us about this new format Crispin is developing?
Nice to meet you, Dave. The only words I got from Crispin, as he's always in such a hurry, but in the heated moment he shouted, "My God, woman, you're sucking the life right out of me." But I did see an empty fag packet with some scribbling on.
Oh, what did it say?
It had a drawing on it that looked like it had been done by a 10-year-old.
Go on.
You know, a few stick men looking out of their cars with the words "brum brum" written above. But scribbled below were the words "double grid," whatever that means, and "after round 6.
Oh, I get it. There's going to be a larger grid.
for more cars. That's what Pierre mentioned, and it's happening after round 6, Sardinia. Can't wait. Thank you, Shallow. Robin, at last we got some information. Back to you.
Many thanks, Dave. This race is getting really exciting. Rico's now in second place, being closely hunted down by Alexanders and Carlos Punterino. Brian Messiah must be lurking somewhere in the background too. This will be a good result for Rico if he can just bring it home. Crazy stuff. Alexanders bumps the wall, I believe. That's put Carlos right on the back of him. Hammering down towards the nutsack. Carlos goes for an outside line but thinks better of it. Right up behind Alex on the exit. You can see Brian Messiah in the background. Carlos Punterino getting a little out of shape. Down into the tunnel. Brian Messiah desperately trying to catch these guys in 5th place. Back with Rico, hovering down towards Yupon. Alexander's desperately trying to catch up. Carlos Punterino's on the back of Alexander's. Easy does it, coming out of Upog and into the dump. Watch those white lines. Alex is almost on the back of Rico now. The battle for second. Through the flush and down towards the clenched chicane. Lovely line through the clenched chicane. Rico holding him off. Through the S's. Giving it the beans. So slippery on board with Carlos Punterino. Very difficult part of the track. See what I mean about the dip in the road? You get a little bit out of shape if you're on the throttle. Upsets the car. Coming into the nutsack, Alexander's has gone way wide. So's Carlos for that matter. Ruins your exit a little bit because you can't hit full throttle to get a straight line out of there as possible. Yeah, Carlos lost a bit of time then. Back with Alexanders. Using that slipstream, trying to catch Rico. Looks like he is. Almost on the back of him. See Brian Messiah in the background too. He won't be long before he joins this party. Nailing it down towards Yupon. Alexander's pushing Rico all the way. Into Upog. Does he get through clean? Rico does a good job. Alex is almost on him. Carlos is caught up as well. Clips the wall. Lovely firework display. As they head down towards the flush. And shooting down towards the clenched chicane. And my God, don't you clench when you go through that chicane. Rico's got wide. Hit the wall. That'll cost him. Alexanders gets into second place. Carlos Punterino desperately trying to take third. He does. Shame Rico did that. He was doing so well in second. This could have been a great result, but if Carlos gets in front of him, that'll narrow the championship lead. Or could even put Carlos in the top spot.
Brian Messiah's going around the outside of RICO. Not sure if RICO let him past. It looked like he was trying to serve that penalty. Alexander slippery going into the nutsack. Brian Messiah's almost on the back of Carlos Punterino now. I feel this is going to be one hell of a finale, folks. These guys are trying to make the best of this slippery and dangerous situation. Everybody trying to use everybody else's slipstream. The roar of those engines coming out of the tunnel. Carlos Punterino's on the back of Alexander's. Gonna go for a move into U-palm. Tries to go around the outside. He does. Can he get it stopped? He does. Blocks Alex's exit. Gets a little bit out of shape. Into the dump. Clips the wall. Flying down through the flush. Alex won't like that. He will try to catch him back up. He's almost on him now. Can he make it through the clenched chicane? Both of them leaving their mark on the wall on exit. Don't make a mistake, boys. Brian Messiah's on his way. Into the S's. Trying everything they can to keep focused, stay off those white lines. Carlos Punterino's sideways around the exit of the S's. This is going to be one hell of a battle for second place. Carlos is in the same position RICO was just a few laps ago. Pressure is on now, Carlos. His Porsche is very quick down the straight. Sliding around a little bit. Alexander's desperately trying to stick with him to use his slipstream. Brian Messiah is almost on these pair. This will be a jump up for Carlos if he maintains his position with RICO back and forth. Alex is in his slipstream, ready to pounce. Using that power of the slipstream. Can he do it? Not close enough. Carlos has got the speed with that Porsche, that's a dead cert. Carlos has clipped the wall. Alex goes into second place. Carlos trying to go around the outside. Alexander shuts the door. Really, really fast section of track. Looks like Brian Messiah is trying to go on the outside of Carlos Punterino. Can he get it? Brian takes him on the clenched chicane. Hell of a maneuver by Brian Messiah. Very, very brave in these conditions. Look out, Alexander, as he's on his way. Definitely pulling a gap on Carlos already. Brian is on a mission. A little bit out of shape. RICO back in 5th place. Behind Carlos Punterino. That's made the points a little bit less damaging for RICO. Carlos and everybody getting out of shape coming out of the S's. These tyres are almost off. Somebody going down through the box. Alexander's goes way wide into the nutsack. Brian Messiah takes 2nd place. Alex is saying, I'm not having that. Get back here. He's going to stick with him. Try a move into the U-palm. They're dropping off Carlos Punterino by the look of it. the same thing and tuck in behind Alex and try and get him on the corner into Yupong. They've dropped off Carlos Punterino. Alex is not having it. Whoever breaks first. Will Brian get around the outside? Brian goes wide. He must have clipped the wall. Alex retakes second place. Carlos Punterino spat out. Such a shame. Let's see that on a replay. Just lost it on a corner. Those white lines are awful stuff. He won't like that. That's put RICO back into fourth. Such a shame, Carlos. Back with Alex and Brian. Battling it out through the flush. Alex is saying, no way. This is my second place. Looks like a hell of a battle. People losing grip. Trying every which way you can to stay in front of the cars behind. And every which way you can to stay behind the car in front. Can Alex do it? This will be an outstanding result. Second place for Alex. That'll be great. He's gone wide. He's clipped the wall. That's allowed Brian to come around the outside. Coming out of the S's. Can he get it done? They are side by side down to the nutsack. Who will be victorious? Alex gets him slightly on the speed, but Brian's on the inside line. Can he get him on the brakes? Alex goes wide. That could allow Brian to get up the inside. He's coming. Now it's a drag race. Who's got the speed out of the corner? Alex managed to get back in second place, but Brian's right up behind him. Brian will stick with him now, all the way up to Yupong. Now he's going for a maneuver straight away. Who's got the fastest car? Alex slips back in behind Brian. Tries to get up the inside. He hasn't quite got it. Goes back in behind. Carlos Punterino must be laughing his socks off watching this. Alex Anders is almost in the boot. Can he get him going into Yupong? Alex is going for the outside line. Brian's blocking him going on the inside. Whoever holds their nerve. Brian held his nerve. Slipped in front of Alex and closed the door. Into the dub corner. Now down through the flush. Philadelphia getting out of the way, abiding by the blue flag rules. Well done, Philly. This is one hell of a battle for second place, folks. On the edge of the seat stuff. Looks like Brian may well have broken Alex now. Definitely pulling a gap on Alex, and it looks like he's used the best of his tires. Back with Gooders. Wildcard. Currently running in 9th place. Although it won't be counted because he's a wildcard. Can't quite see who he's chasing. Halen Van Eddie and Carlos Punterino. Eddie's having a pop at Carlos now. He'll be kicking himself. Coming out of the S's into the right-hander. And into the sharp left-hander. Eddie trying to hang with him. Eddie's lost control. That corner, I tell you, that is a real hard corner to control. So back with RICO in 4th place. Not a bad result. Definitely damage limitation for RICO. Started off in 3rd on the grid and came in 4th, so not too bad. Down the Oliver Straight. Not really going to catch anybody now. Lonely finish to his race. Into Yupong. Out of Yupong and down towards the dub corner. Scott Milano in a lonely first place. Done an absolutely phenomenal job as Scott. He'll be very proud of himself, and so he should be. Missed the last round due to technical difficulties, but definitely showing his form. It's one of those, I wonder what would have happened if he'd have done all the 5 rounds. Such a shame. I reckon he would have been championship leader by now. There's still hope. He could still win this. There's 2 more rounds after this one to go. So long as he brings this one home, he's got one hell of a points haul. He got pole position and also fastest lap in the race so far. That gives him a massive haul of 35 points, including his race win. That's the highest you can get. Collected all the bonus points and get first place. That's the way to do it. Coming down the Oliver Straight for the last time. He'll be well chuffed with this result. A good bag of points for the Team Simitech. Especially with Brian in second place if he brings it home. Well done, Scott Milano. Fantastic first position. Second place, Brian Messiah. And a very well-deserved third place for Alex Anders. Rico in 4th. Great result for Rico. One hell of a spin. Carlos Punterino in 5th. Coming down for the last time, Frank Hansen and Greg Rocket. This looks like a drag race to the finish line. Looked like good as crashed then. 6th place for Frank Hansen. Greg's got in the pits. Sat-nav must have gone wrong, I should think. That's a good 6th and 7th for Frank and Greg. Good as in 8th, won't be counted. T-Bone McKinley in 8th place. Lost a few of our drivers along the way, but well done to Scott Milano, Brian Messiah and Alex Anders for their fantastic podium positions. So, our points so far are Rico Mortis on 100 points, Carlos Punterino in second on 85 points, with Brian Messiah closely following on 82 points. Scott Milano shoots up the order to 71 points in 4th, and Alex Anders up into 5th with 51 points. Fabio Detrelli on 43, Simon Bouquet on 40, and T-Bone McKinley on 39. Greg Rocket on 34, with Frank Hansen on 33, Halen Van Eddy on 31 points, Artie Fanati 29, with Raphael Doubtfire on 21, and Barbarossa with 15 points. Our team championship results are as follows. Skypants on 150 points, with Simitech on 144 points, Punterino on 105, bear in mind that's a one-man team, with Skybet on 80 points, 21st Century on 67 points, and YouTube Affinity 75 on 44 points. That was one hell of a thrilling round 5, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. So from Japan, from me and Dave, thanks for watching and goodbye.
Let's go!